Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. So today we are going to have a revision session for logical reasoning, analytical and logical reasoning. It will cover both the aspects. We will have a few questions on analytical reasoning, plus a few questions on your critical reasoning as well. So before we begin, please do like this video and share it with your friends who are preparing for SNAP. So you know that out of it is the biggest section of Snap. You get 25 questions from this section, and this is somewhere you can score, maximize your score, right? Because verbal is either you know, you do not know, and this is where you need speed also. And quant, I say that there are some students who are weak at quant. Matlab, calculation wise, they take more time to attempt. So this is the section where one could maximize the scores. And I already created a video on the important topics that are asked on Snap, and we'll be taking up those things. Okay, so good evening, Merin, Apurva, Bombastic, and everyone else who is present in the session. If you are new to the session, please do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to follow us on social media platforms. Let's start with the first question, a question on number series. Now, number series, number based alphanumeric questions is something which is very prominent in Snap, right? So, you can expect at least 4 to 5 questions on number series. Okay, not only number series, alphabet series, or alphanumeric coding, those kind of questions. So, you should have a strong hold on these. This is a easy question to attempt. So let's see who among you answers it first. So we are given a series of numbers and one of the numbers is missing in it. You have to tell that what will be the number in place of that blank. Nobody getting the answer. So see, when you have this kind of a series, right, wherein the blank is usually you will find the blank at the end, but you should see blank is side, like the blank is towards this side. There are more terms this side and lesser terms this side. So if you see these numbers, this is 3, this is 1731. So a large gap. So let us find the differences between the numbers. Okay, this is a missing number, and this is 3243. 3459. We can start from this end and find the differences. 3523. So 3400, 3500. So 123 minus 59, you will get 64. This is 259 minus 43, 16. So 216. Like two differences we figured out. Acha, this difference is what? 1728. Okay. तो सीरीज में you need to understand certain things कि generally logic क्या होते हैं. Logic is related to differences, right? It could be increasing differences, decreasing differences. It could be squares, cubes, ठीक है, prime numbers. इन सब चीजों पे vigilant रहना चाहिए. Prime numbers, it could be square of prime number also. So these are generally the differences. Now if you see this, these are cubes. This is 4 cube, this is 6 cube. ठीक है, और यहाँ पे क्या है, यहाँ पे 12 क्यूब है. So ideally this number should be 10 cube and this should be 8 cube. So let us add 10 cube to it. 10 cube is 1000. So if we add 1000 to it, it becomes 2731. Okay, 2731 and add 512. So 3200 and 12 is 43. So this is matching. So this means the number is 2731. Easy problem, quite easy. Just understand that what are the basic logics that they test in the numbers. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next question. This is a question on critical reasoning. So it says that there are four people who gave four inferences. Statement says people in Australia generally speak English. Okay, and there are inferences. First inference is David Warner knows English. That is why he is going to Australia next month. Pat Cummins does not know English. He cannot talk to anyone if he goes to Australia. Glenn Maxwell speaks English, so he is from Australia. Michelle Stark has been living in Australia and most probably he can speak English. Okay. Now let us evaluate this interesting thing. Okay, David Warner knows English, right? People in Australia generally speak English. So that means like most of the people they speak English and he knows English. He is going. That is why he is going to Australia next month. Okay, if he knows English, it is not the reason. Okay, this is saying that he knows English and that is the reason that is going to Australia. Okay, I know. Like if I know, let us say English, I'm not going to Australia for that reason. Okay, so that is a invalid argument here. Pat Cummins does not know English. He cannot talk to anyone if he goes to Australia. Now we are given that generally speak English, right? It is not given that all people speak English. Okay. Now this is an extreme case. He cannot talk to anyone. So it means that the statement is not extreme, but this is an extreme option. He cannot talk to anyone. Extreme ho gaya na? Maybe he knows some other language. People know that language also. Glenn Maxwell speaks English, so he is from Australia. Now there might be people from other countries also speaking English. Okay, so not necessary that this is true. The last says Michelle Stark has been living in Australia and most probably, see, it is not extreme. It is saying that there is a possibility that he can speak English because he has been living in Australia. People in Australia generally speak English. Okay, so this is the right answer. So quite interesting to see that most of you got this one right. Okay, so गुड टू नो कि सभी का आंसर सही आया इसमें किसी ने और कोई दूसरा आंसर आई थिंक एक्सेप्ट अ फ्यू most of you answered it right. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Binary logic. ठीक है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन है, इससे क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आता है. लास्ट ईयर ऑल थ्री स्लॉट्स हैड इट. लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द स्लॉट्स हैड अ क्वेश्चन ऑन बाइनरी लॉजिक. ठीक है, सो आई हैव अ वीडियो ऑल्सो ऑन बाइनरी लॉजिक. यू कैन वॉच दैट on my channel and it has some questions which you can practice. यहाँ भी स्टार्क. ओके, सो which was your favorite cricketer from Australia? Travis Head, who destroyed uh, the Indian bowling in the finals. तो ठीक है, वो एक like put names of Australian cricketers. Sorry if it hurt cricket fans, but it was interesting to see that all of you were able to answer this correctly. Good. So इससे पता चलता है कि the students who attend these sessions are have strong basics, are strong in this topic. Okay, so there are three types tribes. One is Sach, one is Jhoot, and third is Dogla. Sach always tell the truth, Jhoots always lie, and Doglas tell the truth and lie alternately. Okay, so basically, truth teller, liar, and alternator in any manner. Okay, so it says that three persons from this island gave these statements. Right, so Xavier, Yuri, and Jack. So how will we figure out that who is who? Zach is of such tribe. So he says that he's of such tribe and I am of Dogla tribe. Okay. Uh, Xavier is of Jute tribe. I am of such tribe. And Zach says Yuri is of Jute tribe. I am of Dogla tribe. Okay. Now, if you see this, we need to find who is Dogla out of them. Okay. Zach, Xavier says Zach is of such tribe. So we will assume that one of them is a truth teller. ठीक है यहाँ पे कोई contradictory statement दिख रहा है Zach is such and Zach is talking about Yuri. He's not talking about uh, so let us assume that Xavier is the truth teller. ठीक है हमें यहाँ पे कॉन्ट्रडिक्टरी कुछ नहीं दिखना Zach is of such type. Zach is talking about Yuri. Yuri is talking about Xavier. Xavier is talking about Zach. Okay, and let us we can start with Yuri also because Yuri is saying I am of such tribe. So let us say that Yuri is a such person. Okay, so if he is such tribe, he will speak both the statements true. Okay, if both the statements are true, then Xavier should be of Jute and this should be of Dogla tribe. Okay, so Xavier Jute, Zach is of such tribe. His statement is false. Xavier, he says I am of Dogla tribe. That is also false. His first statement is Yuri is of Jute tribe, which is false, and I am of Dogla tribe becomes true. So we get that Jack is of Dogla tribe. Okay, so assuming that Yuri to be such, we could have started with Xavier also as a such. So let us take that case and see. ये तो हमने by chance पहले Yuri को ही such मान लिया. So we got the answer that Jack is of Dogla type. But if we take Xavier as such, what will happen? Because there is one option cannot be determined also. So suppose Xavier is such, then Jack is of such type and I am of Dogla type. That is not possible because if a person is such that person will never say I am a Dogla tribe. Similarly, Zach cannot be such because he will never say I am of Dogla tribe. ठीक है कोई भी सच होगा वो खुद को दोगला नहीं बोलेगा दैट पर्सन विल से आई एम ऑफ सच ट्राइब ओके अ ट्रूथ टेलर ऑलवेज टेल्स दैट I am a truth teller. So we cannot have these two people as such tribe. So that means Yuri is going to be the such tribe person. And as a result, we get these tribes. And Dogla is Zach. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. 9 December 2001 was a Sunday, then 9 December 1971 would have been which day of the week? So clocks and calendars, I mean, although separate topics, but बोलते एक मतलब वो एक साथ count कर लेते हैं. That is important. You do get questions like you can expect at least one question or maybe two questions from each of these topics. Okay, तो ये भी practice करके जाना. So we need to find the day on 9 December 1971. ठीक है कौन सा डे रहा होगा Now it says 9 December 2001 was a Sunday and 9 December 1971. So we are going 30 years back. Okay. And we will find out how many leap years are there. First find out the leap years. So 2000 is a leap year. Then 96, 92, all these till 1972. must have been a leap year. Okay, these are leap years. So 2000 said 1972, there are 8 leap years. Your counting should be accurate. Okay. Sometimes what happens is some people count it as 7. So you have to count it correctly. That is 8 leap years. So 8 leap years and 30 years. So 30 years में 30 days decrease हो जाएंगे, and one leap year extra days subtracted. Why? Leap year has 366 days and normal year has 365 days. 365 is 52 into 7 plus 1, तो एक एक्स्ट्रा डे आ जाता है, इसमें दो एक्स्ट्रा डेज होते हैं. Okay, so that means we will remove 30 years, so 30 days gone. In this we have to remove one extra day, so we have to subtract 38 days. Okay, 38 days means 7 5 is 35. We need to subtract 3 days from Sunday. Sunday minus 3. So Sunday minus 1 is Saturday, 2 is Friday, and 3 is Thursday. So that day is Thursday. Okay, बस इसमें add मत कर देना. Some people might add and get the answer as Wednesday also. So you do not have to add. Since we are going back into the time, we will subtract. अगर future का time करते हैं, so we add in that case. Like suppose we had to answer for like 1971 was given and 2001 we had to find. So we would have added those odd days. So good to know that you most of you knew how to answer this question. Let's move on to the next question. This is an easy one. So one thing I like is we have quality audience here, okay, who are serious aspirants and all, and only those aspirants watch my videos, right? Because the non-serious ones, they go to some other places, and as a result, find it difficult to crack exams. No, NMAT cutoff won't decrease this year. वो हर साल होता है कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स कम भी स्कोर करते हैं, मतलब नॉट सिग्निफिकेंटली, मे बी बाय अ फ्यू नंबर्स बट नॉट वेरी सिग्निफिकेंटली. ओके, सो दिस इज अ कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन बेस्ड प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, ऐसे स्नैप में आते हैं क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग में. वाटर पोल्यूशन लेवल्स इन द लेक्स ऑफ द सिटी हैव रीच्ड हैजार्डस लेवल्स ड्यू टू इंडस्ट्रियल एमिशंस. ठीक है, वाटर पोल्यूशन की प्रॉब्लम है. Now we are given some courses of action. Implement strict industrial emission norms and conduct regular checks. Yes, that is going to, like if you have some norms and have regular checks, so this will keep a check on uh, the pollution levels. Okay, temporarily shut down high polluting industries until the water quality improves. Now, some people might find it extreme. ठीक है, कुछ लोग सोचेंगे कि this is an extreme step that you cannot shut down industries and all. But think that, see, it is saying temporarily. Okay, it is not a permanent thing. So temporary you can do it until the water quality improves. So this can be done. Okay, यहाँ पे कुछ लोग का ये डिबेट होगा. Some people will say कि we cannot shut down factories, but yes, it is a temporary thing that you are doing. So temporarily you can do. Maybe it is not a, it's a not a long term solution. Okay, you cannot permanently shut down those factories. These are important. I mean, industries are important. Like, you cannot do away without industries. So you can shut them down, but on a temporary basis. That is what it says. So it is not a very strong thing. So we will accept this as a plausible course of action. Third says promote the use of public transportation by offering discounts and incentives not related to the problem. So course of action can involve something that is working on a temporary basis also. ठीक है, ऐसा भी नहीं कि it is a permanent solution. It can be a resolution. It can be something that stops something from deteriorating. So suppose the lake is like for example, if you are from Delhi NCR, you must be knowing about that air pollution, right? So they do take some temporary steps, like construction is stopped. Right now, you cannot stop construction throughout the year, but when the pollution levels go very high, construction is temporarily halted in the region so that the pollution levels are decreased. Right, odd even policy and all those things are deployed on a temporary basis to reduce, and once things get better, the things restore. So same case here, we can temporarily shut down. So some of you might have answered this. The right answer is only 1 and 2, because 2 is also a solution. Another thing which you would encounter in Snap is every year they ask some puzzles. ठीक है, तो एक बार कभी जैसे इंटरनेट में आप सर्च कर लेना इंटरव्यू पजल्स. ठीक है, तो दे डू आस्क डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ पजल्स एंड generally I've seen that one or the other. So this is one such puzzle. So you have 10 marbles and each of the marble weighs 20 grams. One of them is a faulty marble and you need to find that faulty marble. So uh, like how many weights you have to do to find the faulty marble? So we have close to 60 viewers and likes have not yet reached 50. So please do like this video if you are enjoying it. So how many measurements you need to do in order to find a faulty marble? तो ऐसा क्वेश्चन होता है, फॉल्टी मार्बल का हो सकता है, सिगरेट का हो सकता है, कुछ ऐसे. मतलब जब मैं कॉलेज में था, व्हेन आई वाज इन इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज, समवन आस्क्ड मी द सेम क्वेश्चन that was using some like it's a weight based problem. One stack is faulty. It says that each marble in this stack weighs only 15 grams. So one of the stacks is faulty. ठीक है, बाकी सारे स्टैक सही है, एक स्टैक फॉल्टी. यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट दैट विच स्टैक इज फॉल्टी. So how many readings do you need? How many times do you need to measure? So see, I'll tell you the solution to this. See, there is a stack and all stacks have 10 marbles. Okay? Each marble weighs 20 grams. So what you do is there are 10 stacks. Okay? And one from first you will pick one marble. From second you pick two marbles. From third you pick three marbles, four marbles, and so on. From stack 10 you pick 10 marbles. Right? Now what will happen is, see, if there is a gap of 5 grams, so you can find the total weight. If everything is correct, you will find that 1 2 3 total weight is what, 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till 10, and each marble weighs 20 grams, right? So 55 into 12, 20 is the total weight, so 1100 is the total weight. Right, now we have to find which is faulty. So suppose stack 1 is faulty, so you will get 5 gram less. If stack 2 is faulty, you will get 10 gram less. If stack 3 is faulty, you will get 15 gram less. Stack 4 is faulty, you will get 20 gram less, and so on till this. So you will be able to uniquely identify that which is the faulty stack. Okay, so this kind of a problem, you pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Since each marble in this stack weighs only 15 grams, there will be a difference of 5 grams per marble. Okay, so it is given a stack of 10 marbles. Question में गड़बड़ है यहाँ पे, it should be 10 stacks होना चाहिए. Yeah, so you pointed out the right thing. It should be 10 stacks of 10 marbles. Yeah, question में mistake है, sorry for that. It should be 10 stacks of 10 marbles, and then you will pick one from one, two from two, three from the third stack, and so on. So that you will be able to identify what is the weight difference and find out which has the, yeah, it should have been 10 stacks of 10 marbles each. Okay, so I hope you have been enjoying this session thus far. So please don't forget to like this video. And in case you are preparing for SNAP and are looking for mock test, you can take these. The last mock is going to be released tomorrow morning. So before SNAP, you can practice all these. So SNAP के mock तो वैसे ही छोटे होते हैं कि 1 घंटे में हो जाते हैं. एक दिन में आप 4 4 5 5 mock भी कर सकते हो. Okay, so this is an assumption based question. Because no employee wants to be associated with bad news in the eyes of a superior, information about serious problems at lower levels is progressively softened and distorted as it goes up each step in the management hierarchy. The chief executive is therefore less well informed about problems at lower levels than are his or her subordinates at those levels. The conclusion drawn above is based on the assumption that, so we are given a statement that in an organization, like as you go up the hierarchy, the problems are not uh, informed, right? So if there are some like they do not want to spread the bad news to the superior. Okay, so problems at the lower levels are not known to the higher management. That's what the statement says. So you have to find the assumption on which it is based. Okay, so let us read these. So, first says problems should be solved at levels in the management hierarchy at which they occur. So, this is suggesting a course of action. Okay, so it is not an assumption, it is basically a suggestion that problems should be solved at those levels. So, the question says that there is uh, like some problems at lower levels that do not go to the chief executive. लेस वेल इन्फॉर्म, ठीक है. तो जैसे मतलब देर आर सम प्रॉब्लम्स एट दिस लेवल, सो एज दे गो अप द प्रॉब्लम्स वैनिश एंड द chief executive does not know about this. So we need to find what is the assumption in this. So employees should be rewarded for accurately reporting problems to their supervisors. Should be rewarded. So this is again suggesting some course of action that they should be awarded, but that is not solving the, that is not related to the case, right? Problem solving ability is more important at higher levels than it is at lower levels of the management hierarchy. Okay, so it says that there is better ability of solving problems. And then the last one says chief executives obtain information about problems at lower levels from the no source other than their subordinates. So this is again irrelevant to the topic. It says problem solving ability, nothing related to that, right? Chief executives obtain information about problems at lower levels from no, it should be no other source. Was a typo problem है. So no other source than their subordinates. So if they do not get their information from other source, मतलब उसके पास, that's why it says that the problems do not reach the chief executive. So assumption is that they do not get the information from any other source. So if the subordinates themselves give that information and they are suppressing them, so definitely the information will not reach the CEO. So this is the right assumption. अगर कोई दूसरा सोर्स ही नहीं होगा and the people who are subordinates, they are suppressing that information, so definitely the CEO will not be able to get the information about the problems that are at the lower levels of hierarchy. Find the missing number in this series. Remember these critical reasoning problems, if the passage is long, it might take time to read and attempt it. Okay, so you can skip those questions in the beginning and then maybe if time permits come back to them later. ठीक है, कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि कभी तो बहुत इजी होगा, जैसे कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन है या स्ट्रॉन्ग वीक आर्ग्यूमेंट है, इजी टू रीड एंड अंडरस्टैंड, बट इफ दे गिव अ पैसेज then it is difficult and time consuming, so try to avoid those. I'm not saying कि करना ही नहीं चाहिए, but the thing is they take time. So जो questions कम time पे उन्हें पहले attempt करो and then see, it is all about speed, how fast you are at solving problems. Find the missing number in this matrix. This is a difficult one and these are the most tempting questions. ठीक है, ये जो ऐसे missing number वाला होता है ना, ये सबसे ज्यादा आपको लगता है अरे हाँ अटेम्प्ट करते हैं. This and number series, some of them will be easy ones. Okay, uh, and some of them are quite difficult also. If the logic strikes within a few seconds, attempt that. नहीं तो अवॉइड करना चाहिए. यू कैन टेक इनफाइनाइट टाइम, पेपर भी खत्म हो जाएगा, आप बैठे रहोगे आधे घंटे तक सोचते रह जाओगे, नहीं हो पाएगा लॉजिक. हाँ, दीज क्वेश्चंस आर जनरली टिकी और मतलब लोगों को लगता है अटेम्प्ट करने में मजा आता है, दे थिंक कि चलो हम अपना दिमाग लगाते हैं. समटाइम्स दीज थिंग्स स्ट्राइक गुड, इफ दे डोंट जस्ट अवॉइड देम. सो नंबर सीरीज एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. और एक बहुत वियर्ड सी नंबर सीरीज भी पक्का होगी. So let us try to find out the logic in this particular question. Okay. So this is the middle number which is, अब कुछ ऐसे ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट करके देखते हैं. डेफिनेटली ये कुछ ऐड करके ही बन रहा है. ठीक है, इफ वी ऐड दिस इट इज ग्रेटर देन दिस. ठीक है, इफ वी ऐड दिस दिस इज ग्रेटर देन दिस. और डेफिनेटली इनके एडिशन से कुछ बड़ा बन रहा है. ठीक है, एंड ऑल द ऑप्शंस इफ यू सी आर लार्ज नंबर्स. So one thing is sure that we are adding these numbers, isn't it? Something is done with the addition of these numbers. So let us add this. So if we add these two, we get 80. If we add these two, we get 88. So इसमें थोड़ा hit and try लगता है. If we add this, we get 54. 88 से 99 ज़्यादा आ रहा है, 24 ज़्यादा आ रहा है. Okay, so not able to hit the right logic. ठीक है, 24 डिफरेंस आ रहा है जिसमें 11 आ रहा है. So no such relation as such. Now if I tell you the right logic, I took a lot of time to figure it out. ठीक है, लॉजिक मुझे निकालने में बहुत समय लगा. Now I'll tell you the right logic. And many a times, most of the times the logics are quite weird. Into 2 कर दो. So this is 84. Okay. इसको half कर लो. This is 19. 103 आ गया, +1 कर लो। 72 हाफ इज 26। 98 +1 99। अब बताओ आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? So these logic can be really weird, and there are definitely a couple of such questions in the examination. ठीक है, ऐसे नंबर सीरीज और ये सब से आता है, वो हर साल का है। लाइक इवन व्हेन स्नैप यूज्ड टू बी स्लाइटली ऑन द इजियर साइड, दे यूज्ड टू हैव वेरी वियर्ड लॉजिक्स। आप पेपर देखना, मतलब पेपर तो खैर पता ही नहीं होंगे आपको, but I've taken these tests for the last few years. I've seen that there are some questions with very very weird logic. Okay, so straight away in questions को छोड़ना है exam में. So if you see this, this will be 76, this is 8, and +1, this will be 85, which is one of the options. ठीक है, और इसमें आप बैठे रह जाओगे, आधा घंटा लग जाएगा, ठीक है, सॉल्व भी नहीं होगा। So if the logic hits within 10-15 seconds, good, attempt that question, move on. If it does not, just leave that question. So there are a lot of such traps in the paper. Always remember. Okay, so this one, a clock gains 5 minutes in 24 hours. It was set right at 10 a.m. on 1st December 2023. What will be the true time when the clock indicates 10:30 a.m. on 7th December 2023? ये तो easy question है, all of you should get it right. Okay, you got 3 questions from my replica. Great. So you got some free marks in NMAT. What was your score? Did you do well on NMAT? So there are going to be speed breaker questions. Okay, so this is a simple question. It says a clock gains 5 minutes in 24 hours, and it is set at 10 a.m. on 1st December, and you have to, it moves to, the clock indicates, the clock is that faulty clock. Okay, so how much is that moved? So 10 a.m. on 1st December to this time. So 6 days. 6 days means 24 hours in a day. 24 into 6, 144 hours. Okay, and 10 a.m. to 10:30 is half an hour, or you can say 0.5. So faulty has moved 144.5 hours. Okay, now the actual clock, see, faulty gains 5 minutes and 24 hours. 24 hours into minutes, we will get 1440 minutes. When in actual clock it is 1440 minutes, in faulty clock it is 1445 minutes. So the ratio remains constant. So when it gains 1440 minutes, this moves ahead by 1440 minutes. It will move ahead by 1445 minutes. So now it is moving ahead by 144.5 hours. So actual clock will move ahead by 144 hours. 144 hours means 6 days. So 6 days means 10 a.m. पे 6 days add कर लो. The time will be at 10 a.m. itself. Okay. Okay, so a lot of people got quant replica from my session. Great. So I hope those sessions must have helped you in at least in some questions. Okay, so got this. Like if it is a proportion based question. So 1440 minute actual clock, that means faulty clock moves by 1445 minutes. If the faulty clock is moving by 144.5 hours, the actual clock should move by 144 hours, which is 6 days. And 10 a.m. to 6 days means 10 a.m. on that 7th of December. Okay, so this is a question based on blood relations. So blood relations, directions, सभी चीज syllogism cover all these things for snap. इट हैज नो स्पेसिफिक पैटर्न. ठीक है, जैसे कुछ होता है ना कुछ एग्जाम में कि कुछ ये टॉपिक्स आएगा, इसमें कुछ भी आ सकता है, एनीथिंग अंडर द रूफ. तो जैसे बाइनरी लॉजिक है, क्लॉक्स एंड कैलेंडर्स है, they've been asking each and everything and sort of puzzles etc. Level of algebra, it won't it is basic algebra, like सम बेसिक ऑफ जैसे एनमैट में आती है उसी तरह की, और लॉगरिथम एंड दीज सीक्वेंसेस सीरीज जो इस बार कैट में आई थी वैसी नहीं, उससे कम ही लेवल की. टू 26 is safe for Bangalore, yeah. Navi Mumbai, Bangalore, you can get those calls. Okay, so let's attempt this question. Family relation: A is the son-in-law of B, is the son of C. C has two children, so big family. How can I tell that whether the paper will be difficult or easy? ठीक है, वो तो पेपर ही बताएगा ना. आई एम नॉट द पेपर सेटर. इफ आई वर द पेपर सेटर, ओके, आई कैन टेल दैट एटलीस्ट कि पेपर डिफिकल्ट बनाऊंगा या पेपर इजी बना दूंगा इस बार. So that you will get to know on the day of paper itself. So be prepared for everything. Just try to maximize your attempt. क्योंकि पेपर डिफिकल्ट होता है सबके लिए, वैसे कैट पे हुआ ना. इट वाज डिफिकल्ट फॉर ऑल एंड एज अ रिजल्ट that score versus percentile curve shifted down this time, will shift down for sure. Ideal score, see, ideal score has a, like it's a vague definition. ठीक है, आप जैसे किसी को मतलब SIBM टारगेट करना है, या that depends on person to person. So if you are consistently scoring uh, around 35, that's a great score. 35 प्लस अगर रेगुलर आ रहा है. Okay, so family tree, let's draw this family tree. A is the son-in-law of B. Okay, A is son-in-law, so A will be a male and B is there. A is the son of C. So A is son of C and son-in-law of B. So A's wife will be daughter of B. C has two children. So one child is A, there is another child. D is the granddaughter of E. So D is granddaughter of E. So two stages. This is D. B has only one daughter. So B has only one daughter. So this is this daughter. Okay. E is not married to C. So E may be married to B. Okay. F is the father of G and married to H. F is father of G, father of G. B is the father of I. So B is the father of I. That means this is I. Okay. And then we have H is the sibling of A, that is given to us. So this is H. So we will get F and H as siblings. And this is father of G. Right. ये हमें दिया हुआ है. And then H has no daughter. So that means G is the son. ठीक है, आप कौन बच गए इसमें? E और D बचे. And it is saying that E is not married to C. So E may be married here. Okay. And E is E is not married to C, and other thing that is given to us is D is the granddaughter of E. So possibly that D is this thing. Okay. So generally in these blood relation questions, there is a connection between these people. If J is the father of H, how is C related to D? Okay, J is the father of H. Okay, so A and H, we do not know who is the father or mother. We know that C is one of the parents. If J is the father, Okay, so J will be male and C will be female. So C will be the grandmother of D. Okay, that will be the relation. Okay, so the people that are given in a family tree are usually, I mean, that is related. They are not part of two different families. So we need to connect those family trees to make a single family. तो यहाँ पे जब ये E is a D is the granddaughter of E, तो E will be married here. E is not married to C, that means E will be married here. But if you get this kind of a blood relation question and an individual question, avoid that question क्योंकि बहुत time लगेगा ये सब family tree बनाने में. If there's a direct, so blood relation has three varieties of questions. One is direct, जिसमें लिखा था pointing to a person. ठीक है, they do not tell directly, they will point to a person. ठीक है, उंगली लगाते हैं कहते हैं कि ये इसका ये है. So that is the easiest one. Okay. Then you have coded ones. Coded ones also I will say that easy to moderate ones. ठीक है, बस आपको relation सही पता होने चाहिए and that can be done by options. But if you are given a paragraph based like this one, okay, avoid this. These can be moderate to difficult because you will have to, like, this is a long paragraph. If there are just two three statements, ठीक है, अगर सिर्फ दो तीन statement हो that is fine. It has a lot of statements, so avoid that. If it is few statements like two three, तो attempt कर सकते हो. अगर 5 6 से ज़्यादा statement दिए, so do not attempt it unless there are multiple questions from it, क्योंकि इसमें तो single question है, isn't it? So that is basically what is to crack snap. You have to be very vigilant which questions to attempt, which questions to skip. D का रिलेशन कैसे निकला? So D का रिलेशन दिया है ना, D is the granddaughter of E and E is not married to C. So D कहीं तो आना चाहिए ना. So it has to come somewhere. So we cannot have E coming here. That has to come like this. And then it is also given that H has no daughter. So D is a granddaughter. So D cannot be child of here. So D has to be a child of A and I. Alright, so here's this next question. While walking, Karan took a left turn, walked for some time, and again took a left turn. Before taking a right turn, again after taking a left turn, he realized that he was facing south. In which direction was Karan moving initially? This is a fairly simple question. इसमें डायग्राम बनाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. So Snap will have a mix of easy, difficult questions. The task is to spot those. जैसे ये question है, ये question is a short attempt. सीधे कर लेना है. एक स्टार्टिंग में नंबर सीरीज देखा था, दैट वाज एन इजी वन. ठीक है, वंस वी सॉ दैट ग्रिड बेस, दैट वाज अ डिफिकल्ट वन. सम ऑफ द क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग्स वर क्वाइट इजी. सो इट इज अबाउट लाइक पिकिंग दोज इजी क्वेश्चंस एंड अटेम्प्टिंग देम. वो ही अटेम्प्ट करते जाना है, घूम के आना, देखना है कि कौन से बच गए, उसमें से कौन से किए जा सकते हैं. ठीक है, दैट्स हाउ यू अटेम्प्ट स्नैप. Because you may know the concepts, but some of the concepts will take, जैसे blood relation का था, everyone knows how to attempt that question, but it takes time. So that is, you do not have the liberty of time in snap. Current took a left turn, so पहले इसने left लिया, ठीक है, then again एक और left लिया, then एक right लिया, and then he took a left turn. ठीक है, then he realized this. Now he took three left and one right. So left and right cancel each other. अगर आप एक लेफ्ट टर्न लेते हो, सो लेट्स से यू आर गोइंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन एंड यू टेक अ लेफ्ट टर्न, ओके, एंड देन यू टेक द राइट टर्न, so you go in back into the same direction. So that means one left and one right will cancel each other. The direction is it comes back to the same direction. So essentially he took two left turns. Okay, two left turns means you become opposite. Two left or two right turns means opposite directions. So his effective changes two left turns, which is opposite. Now he is moving south, that means initially he must be moving north. So yeah, like orally kar sakte ho, you do not have to pick a pen to answer this question. You just need to understand this thing that left and right will cancel each other. So one left plus one right means that you end up going to the same direction. So three lefts and one right. So one left will cancel each other. You have two lefts remaining. Two left means opposite direction. So if it is given that in the end he is going towards south, that means he started in the north direction. ग्रुप क्वेश्चंस यूजुअली और नॉट आस्क्ड, बेसिकली हो सकता है पजल आ जाए एक दो, बट नॉट मैनी. Okay, so here's the next one. So strengthening the argument, the health minister of city X has ordered to addition of uh, fluoride to all the public water resources for purification. This is certainly a bad idea as it would lead to fluorosis among the people of city X. Which of the following, if true, would most strengthen the argument? Okay, so Revelop, I hope those videos are helping you. All the best. How to improve vocab area? See, to be honest, vocab cannot be improved at this point in time. Okay, vocab as a चीज है that takes time to build. अब instead of that, focus on something that can be done in lesser time. जैसे grammar है, grammar की कुछ we have one book also for grammar. So that has a set of rules. So वो चीज आप cover कर सकते हो. Vocab is difficult to build in short span of time. There are certain things which take time to build. Okay, like for example, अगर आप cat की बात करो और आप सोचो कि DILR लास्ट में करके हो जाएगा, that is not possible. Okay, so it says that there is health minister city X, he has ordered for addition of fluoride to all public water resources for purification. So fluoride डालने purification के लिए, this is a bad idea. Okay, and will lead to fluorosis among the people of city X. Which of the following will strengthen the argument? So argument here is do not add fluoride because it will cause fluorosis. Okay, that is the argument. Now, which of these options says that fluoride will cause fluorosis? Fluorosis must be some disease that is, even if you do not know what is fluorosis, fine. Okay. Fluoride, when added to water, does not change the taste of drinking water. Taste of drinking water से क्या करना है? ठीक है, that is not the problem being discussed. Last month, the people of City Y suffered from fluorosis after fluoride was added to their public water resource. Now we are talking about City X. Something has happened in other city. Okay, so we need to learn from that. ठीक है, वहाँ उन्होंने कोई mistake की. ठीक है, so they, that is possibly a reason, most likely, because if it has happened in one of the cities, then you must take precautions that you do not repeat the mistake. ठीक है, so ये हो गया. Looks plausible. Let's see the other options. Fluoride has many medicinal properties. तो ये तो against जा रहा है ना. We are saying that fluoride is dangerous, but it is saying that medicinal properties. Fluoride is extremely harmful for the growth and maturation of the native species of plants in cities X. यहाँ species of plants की बात ही नहीं हो रही है. ठीक है, it is out of context. We are talking about the people being infected. ठीक है, fluorosis among the people of infected. यहाँ पे plants की बात कर रहा है. We are not concerned about the plants of city. We are concerned about the people here. So it should directly relate to the problem. It should something that uh, is directly impacting the problem, which is in statement B. So that is the answer. 2 mocks are already free. Okay, so 2 mocks are already free. You can attempt those and rest are paid, of course. Okay, so the answer is option B. Okay, so yeah, so you are already talking about mocks. So if you wish to purchase, right, it's not a big amount. Okay, like you can, if you want to practice and can take these mock tests. So here are a few questions for you to answer in the comments. So one is on series, another is on assumptions, and third is on direction sense. Okay, easy question. So please do answer in the comments of this video. Uh, Critical reasoning, yeah, it is not so difficult. मतलब average level की आती है, like you get in NMAT. NMAT में इससे ज़्यादा lengthy आती है. You won't get lengthy. A few questions may be lengthy type. Usually ऐसे दो line की problem statement होगी, and then some course of action or strengthening of argument. Everything is can be tested. Okay. Uh, Grammar book, see, there are set of rules, some 70-80 pages it has. पढ़ लो उन रूल्स को. बहुत सारे चीजों में दिया है कि कहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट कैसे होना चाहिए, कहाँ पे प्लूरल लगता है, कहाँ पे सिंगुलर लगता है. इट विल हेल्प यू फॉर स्नैप जैट जैट में भी एरर डिटेक्शन के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, एंड एनी अदर एग्जामिनेशन दैट टेस्ट ग्रामर. Okay, so this was today's session. I hope you enjoyed it, and like it was good to see that in most of the questions you were able to answer, except a few questions. जैसे एक था कि वो अजीब सी series थी. So you must learn also from these sessions that which are the questions that you should never attempt in the paper or should attempt later, and which are the ones that you should, which are easy pickings and should be done at the first go. So it is about prioritizing the questions. See, Snap is a mixed bag of questions. You will find some easy questions also. There will be some difficult questions also. There will be some traps. There will be some speed breakers. Avoid those. And that is the key of scoring well on Snap. So you'll have a few more revision sessions in the coming days. All the best for it. And once this is done, uh, then we will have some sessions for the other upcoming examinations also. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like the video before you end the stream. Good night.